We live.
What up?
Sup? It's your girl Delia with PhilaDehliaEagles.com, joined by the world famous, the world's favorite nerd in the world, Madden
Whoa,
G4D.
that's me.
See what he did there?
See?
Ah. So I am coming to you like I have been these past 2 weeks with my NFL picks because I'm always scrambling last minute to get them in just before the Thursday night game because that's how I organize my time. So you can expect every Thursday just before the game, I will be live streaming doing my picks. Now, before we get into this week's picks, I gotta brag a little bit.
Whoa, what you bragging about?
Okay. Yo, girl had a perfect Sunday and a nearly perfect pick.
Ooh.
I almost went 16-0, except for the Thursday night game. I picked Washington instead of the Giants.
Oof.
Freaking Giants just screwing it up for me. I could have been freaking 16-0, but instead I finished 15-1, which is still like, whoa, you
Really
know.
good. Doesn't
Really.
happen that often. From looking at, easy pick-em stats over the last year and a half, no one has gotten a perfect record yet. So even without the sports betting lines that we have in other pick-em games, just doing straight-up picks is still has a very high level of difficulty. So
That could have been me, man.
the all-elusive perfect week.
That could have been me. And so I was like kicking myself, like, dang, why didn't I just, but I didn't expect to go nearly perfect. So, I had been averaging like just over 50%. So I got like 9 the first week, 8 the second week. So, you know what? And before we get in, I'm going to show you my picks video last week because you know what? I want to remember those special moments when I picked correctly. So here you go. I see the Redskins winning here, so let me pull up my easy pick 'em and log in my pick.
Into a corner. It is Matt Jones for running back for the
Jaguars, Patriots, and easy pick for me. Patriots to win. All right, so next up, Falcons versus Cowboys. Maybe it's because I just want the Falcons to sweep the division, the NFC East division now, since we've already lost to them. But also, Cowboys are missing key players. Yet they're still winning, but you got to lose sometime. And I think now's the time you should start. The team that's making me salty. Eagles at Jets. This matchup terrifies me so much. I'm going
next?
Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
Eagles.
Let me make my pick.
Speaking
Ready?
of Eagles, did you guys catch the preview video PhilaDehlia posted?
Oh.
Preview from our tailgate excursions.
Texans Bucks. I'm going Texans. Any Texans fans here?
Tejas.
All right, next up, Saints Panthers. Saints without Drew Brees.
Okay.
So I'm going Panthers because the Saints without Drew Brees last year they were first in offense and yet still missed the playoffs. Next up, we have Chargers. Chargers at Vikings. I feel like I want to go with the Vikings since they're at home.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm normally one that goes for the Chargers, but not this time. Not this time. So Steelers, Rams. You know what? I'll give it to Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers. I don't think the Rams have enough in them to stop the Steelers offense.
Ravens are just struggling, and Bengals have been just staying consistent. So I'm going Bengals. I got to go Bengals. You know what? I'm going to give it to the Raiders. All right, y'all are going to hate on this pick too. I know. But hey.
Going Browns.
I live adventurously, okay, when I make my pick. Oh, we got next? Colts and Titans, Battle of the Blues. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They got to win this. And this is do or die for them. And I think they'll pull it out. The 49ers versus Cardinals. Cardinals are hosting. They're a very tough team to beat at home. Eagles fans know this. And shout out to Arizona Animal. This is an easy one to pick. Seahawks, Bears. Duh, Seahawks. They have Cam Chancellor back. And Bears just suck. And they're playing their backup quarterback as well. So Bills, Dolphins. Dolphins are just I'm going Bills. I'm going Bills.
Last week.
All right, Broncos at Lions. Oh, yeah, that Broncos defense is killing it right now. All right, got to go with the defense, Broncos. Number 2 defense.
Nice.
Last game of the season. Last game of the week.
I'm going to go Chiefs.
Oh, you going Chiefs? I'm going Packers.
Lambeau is a tough place to play, but I think that
I see the Redskins winning. So there you have it, guys. Just a reminder for anyone that likes to leave me crazy comments like, oh, how dare you pick the Raiders? Actually, shout out to Sports Fanatic. I love all your comments. But you were the first one to try and call me out on picking the Raiders. I think it was week 2. I'm probably like one of the only people that's picked the Raiders back-to-back wins.
And the Raiders have a winning record for the first time in over 2 seasons.
And I'm picking them to win again this week, but we'll get into that later.
Ooh,
but yeah, week 2, Sports Fanatic. I was looking at your comment. You're like, Raiders, what the hell? All caps? Well, now you see why. Sometimes it doesn't make sense in the moment, but as we know, in the NFL, anything can happen. And in the NFL, we're always proven right and wrong on several occasions. So right now, I've been proven right on quite a few, which is nice. But before I get into my picks, alert! The link below in the description is to my FanDuel tournament, and I need 2 more entries. Otherwise, I don't get to play.
Hurry up, guys!
Yeah, can you enter? Actually, have you entered? Can you enter that one like right now?
I think I did.
Damn it, you're already in it. So I need like 2 in
40 minutes.
In half an hour.
Like more like half an hour.
So let's make it happen, guys. It's 1 tournament, 10 entries, and
20 entries.
Top 3. No, this is only 10. I'm trying to fill up the 10 one because this was strictly private. It was only invite only, so that was the problem. Like, only a few of you saw the video, and I posted it kind of late, and I have this super awesome lineup that I'm trying to win some money on, and y'all be holding me back. So if you have a FanDuel account, go to the link below, just click on it, enter your lineup. I'm sure you can just import your already existing lineup. And then if you don't have a FanDuel account, it's probably going to ask you for a promo code, so make sure you use promo code PhilaDehlia. And let's do it, just 2 more. 2 more. Come on, I want to play.
Where's that link again?
I want to play. It's in the description below. So,
do we have comments going on?
Do we have comments? Let's check. Do you want to be in charge of the comments over there, man? I got too many tabs open. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got America Last. Hey, what's up? We got a Washington fan. She bad as what? Thank you, thank you. Jesus, what's up, Jesus? And Young Molt AC just in time. All right, do you have to pay? Jesus, for the tournament I'm in, it's a $5 tournament. So yeah, but I'm thinking of doing some free leagues too, so you don't have to pay. But right now I'm just trying to get my lineup to be able to play this week. So if you know someone that has FanDuel, just share them that link. We need 2 more. 2 more. Let's do it. Okay, so that's enough of me begging for FanDuel entries so I can use my optimum lineup. So now into picks. So, hi Vader. Let me pull up. How we're making our picks is on Easy Pick'em mobile app. I'm sure y'all are familiar with it by now. And if you have an iPhone, which I do, you can download it for free. For free. On iPhone. Sorry, Android users. We be slacking still. We be slacking. Even though Android is better. Okay, so anyways. I'm in a goofy mood if you couldn't tell because I'm kind of hungry. I was going to make some guacamole over there with some avocados, but now I have bananas behind me. And okay. Ay. So, Patriots fan, I see you. I'll see you week 14, I think, or 15, I forget. So, all right, let's get right into the Thursday night matchup. Happening in like half an hour. Ravens versus Steelers. Now, I kind of touched on this last night on my podcast, Eagles Landing, IGGLES, my new podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. This matchup, the Ravens, they've just been kind of surprisingly bad this season. And the Steelers, they are missing Ben Roethlisberger, and the replacement is a familiar face. Michael Vick. And this time he was actually ready, waiting on the bench, unlike when he was with the Jets and was like, oh, I wasn't like prepared to play. And it's like, dude, it's those type of mistakes and those decisions is why he's bounced around the league. But it's unfortunate because he does have a lot of talent. But I think as opposed to his time at the Jets versus what he has surrounding him now, he has a lot more potential to have a little bit more success and maybe, you know, being able to.
The contest is filled.
It's filled?
Yeah.
Is it? We did it! High five, guys! High five! Or slap in the face. That kind of like looked weird. But yes, I gotta use my ultimate lineup. Thank you. You just made me so happy. Who was it? Put on the stream if you signed up right now, because you made my day. Thank you. Okay. So Mark Vader is picking Ravens. Yeezus is picking the Ravens. Now, I see the logic in picking the Ravens right now because they are desperate. Yep. You know, you got to get a win. You got to get a W in that, you know, in the column there. And they're going to be desperate, but weren't they desperate last week?
Yes.
Right? And I think they're going up against a Steelers team that's, yes, they don't have their quarterback, but I think Michael Vick will be just enough to get that win tonight. And, you know, Thursday nights I haven't been doing so good, apparently. But I'm gonna go Steelers again. So let me show y'all. Wait, let me make sure I got the right side. Boosh. What are you going with, G4D?
I'm going with the Ravens. I just think they're a good, well-coached team. And, yeah, they're just going to be a little bit more scrappy than the Steelers. I have zero faith in Michael Vick. There's a lot of blueprints that, you know, from many, many games with the Eagles where you know how to beat Michael Vick. You blitz him with the safety on the side. And if you can cover his first read, he's going to hold the ball until he gets hit and fumbles it. So I think the Ravens are well coached enough to know that, and they're going to be well prepared for Michael Vick. They have a really good running game in Le'Veon Bell, but you can also just put 12 guys in the box and stir that up. So
I see the logic in that based on the history of what we've seen, but I think, you know, he has enough. Antonio Brown, they have a good running back, you know, that can alleviate some pressure off of Michael Vick, and I think it'll be just enough for a struggling Ravens team. But you never know. Yeah, they play the game because
they're in Pittsburgh.
All right, so next matchup. So it looks like everyone's favoring Ravens, so I'm kind of like, oh, surprise. I'm going against the grain as always. Ravens haven't been bad. They've just had a tough time. They have not been blown out. That's true. That's true. Okay, well, you know what? But I'm just stubborn here. I'm just going to keep with my picks because that's what I do. G4D, start Steve Smith. Hope he puts up 30 points like he did last week.
All right. I'll look into that.
Hi, R Hungry.
Need to get into my fantasy lineup.
All right, next matchup. We have Jets, Dolphins. Now, Michael Vick's former team here that has had a lot of struggles, but started out pretty solid, but just got a little L from my Eagles. So now, have the Jets been exposed by the Eagles? Or the Dolphins have been struggling too?
Dolphins, yeah, they're definitely struggling.
You know
Surprisingly, they have the 10th rated passing offense. Did not expect that. But they have the 27th rushing offense. And the Jets have really good corners, right? So I think their secondary can shore up whatever they're getting done. The Dolphins have been getting done in passing.
You know what? I'm just going to go with like what I'm feeling right now.
What are you feeling? What's your vibe?
I'm feeling Jets.
Feeling Jets.
I'm just not feeling the Dolphins right now.
I'm feeling Jets.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Who's next? Giants and Bills. Mark Vader.
Bills.
Give us some insight into this game. Mark Vader, for those that don't know, is a diehard.
You have to now wait for 30 seconds for him to hear that.
I know. Diehard Bills fan. Well, while we wait, Hangout Records. Hey, this is Aaron from Fanalist Chat. What's up? Sorry I had to leave last night. Saw you were doing the live show. Thought I'd tune in. One of my online shows. Oh, snaps. All right, y'all check out Hangout Records. He and I were chatting last night on the Fanalist, doing some fun stuff, football talk. I'm everywhere if you guys haven't noticed, and I'm surprised. Well, y'all are probably sick of me, right? But you know what? Hey, you don't have to click play. That's your choice. That's your choice. So Mark Vader's going Dolphins, but that's the last pick.
A lot of people picking the Fins. Look at that.
Yeah, a lot of, okay. All right. Well, good for you guys. Maybe, what if I did the opposite this week? I went 1-15. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Anything is possible.
Speaking of that, my little brother did the opposite of perfection. He went 0-16 with his picks one year. It was like, what? Like, how's that even possible? So I still to this day make fun of him for that, and am now making fun of him on random YouTube live streams. So, that's something you'll never live down. So I hope to God that never happens, because I won't. Oh, man. All right, so everyone's going Bills. Vader says it's going to be a low-scoring game. So Giants, Victor Cruz is out. Bills are missing Watkins. Yeah, but he was supposed to come back, and then, isn't. So Sammy Watkins and LaShawn McCoy are out this game. So that makes it more competitive. Had those guys been in, it's game over. Bills win this easily. Now it's going to be a little bit closer, but I'm still going to give the edge to the Bills because I like their fans better. Mm-hmm. Oh, take that.
And up next, look what we have.
The Eagles versus the team that will not be named. Oh,
the Washington football team.
The Washington football team. Oh, snaps. So, I'm always going with my birds. So I won't even hesitate. I think we're on our way up. We dug a hole, now we're digging our way out, and I think Redskins are next, just on that, the next step. Going up, flying high.
Isn't that a Simpsons reference? Millhouse on everything's looking up or something?
Oh no! And then it crashes and burns. Oh no! Well.
So you're gonna tell them about your pregame video and that's gonna drop.
Oh, my pregame video! I wanted to do it today, but I ended up playing tennis. I'm back in the game. I entered a tournament. I'll tell you about that later. So I didn't have time, and I'm still my hair is still wet, so I'm still kind of slacking and not on my normal schedule. But it'll be up tomorrow. So I'll do my post game tomorrow, and then Saturday I'll post a tennis video for you guys, and then Sunday live stream. So, all right, next up.
Texans versus Falcons.
Wow, the Falcons are so hot right now.
Matchup. Yeah, the Falcons are hot. Texans, is Arian Foster playing? I guess that's one big question. I haven't heard any news. Have you guys heard news about Arian Foster playing? Anybody?
Any news on Mr. Foster? Any Texans fans in the mix? Oh, we got Burbank Misfits, another. Hey, when are you coming to town? Is it this week? We're going to see you at the Greyhound. Oh, anyone in the LA area or Highland Park area, we're going to be at the Greyhound this Sunday. EDP's coming out, and we're going to watch the game. I'm going to live stream, do the whole deal. So if you want to meet in person and hang out and cheers after the Eagles win, you know where to find me. Eagles in a snoozer, says Vader.
In a snoozer? How could you sleep during an Eagles game? It's impossible. But yeah, so Falcons, they're playing at home. I think that's a big plus for them.
Yeah, they're definitely tougher.
They're hot. And they're, Julio Jones is really uncoverable right now. So he's just been having game after game of amazing performances. So.
All right, I'm going Falcons. You can't. It's tough to go against them right now.
Ryan Mallett has been struggling, so I think that's a good pick. I'm picking the Falcons.
You're
also.
picking Falcons also. So now we have Bengals.
Chiefs in Cincinnati. The Chiefs are ranked over 20 in offense, defense.
Ooh.
So they're not playing too well. The Bengals have kind of
undefeated
a nice,
Bengals.
well-rounded team. They're number 2 in offense. The Bengals are. So I think Giovanni Bernard had a really good game to pick up when Hill kind of slacked off. And, of course, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green are coming off that amazing performance last week. You had them in your FanDuel. I'm sure you won some money. Those guys both scored a lot of points. So. And Andy Dalton was cheap. He was very cheap.
I think this could be a close game, but I still got to lean towards the home team here and the undefeated team here.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals.
And shout out to Aries Falcons. We just did the Falcons pick, and I picked your team.
Yep.
He was the last person to come chill with me at the Greyhound.
That's right.
Chilling in person,
last
man.
Opponent.
From the internet to real life. That's how we roll, suckers.
So, yeah, Aries Falcon, go ahead and let us know what you think about the Falcons matchup. The Falcons, Texans. We'll jump back to that.
Okay. So next up, we got Jaguars
Colts.
and Colts. So the home team's on the right. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So Jaguars at Colts.
Colts aren't playing very well.
Yeah, they're not.
Although the Colts have won the last 3 matchups.
Where's their thing? Let's see. Let's look at some numbers here. Try and act smart. SMRT. Smart. You remember that Simpsons reference? Or Homer Simpson when he's like, I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. You know. Okay. So they're pretty evenly ranked. Yeah. But I think Andrew Luck.
It's hard to bet against him, right?
Is going to do better than Mariota. That's right.
Mariota?
I mean.
Bortles.
Why do I always think freaking the Titans? I always get the Titans and Jaguars confused because.
Those suck.
Exactly. The 2 no-name teams, I kind of just switch them out sometimes. So sorry, that was one of those moments where I switched them out. Wah, wah. So yes, Colts it is. I can't even remember who they are. Their opponents. Bird.
Next up, what do we got?
Next up, we have the team who I've been all right about their winning streak, and y'all wanted to call me crazy. Raiders versus Bears, and I'm going 3 weeks in a row picking the Raiders. Okay? And at this point, anybody facing Chicago, I'm picking the other team.
Yeah.
Because they straight up just gave up.
They gave up, and they also gave up some players. They traded 7 players last week, including Jared Allen to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't imagine how trading those type of guys is going to affect the psyche of a team that was already bad. So they're basically tanking it in for the year.
They're going for that number 1 draft pick, yo.
They're going for a quarterback, too.
Isn't Megan in our bet now?
She is.
Remember the bet that I do? I get some deep dish pizza, yo. She chose the wrong time. Oh, boy. Okay.
And we were joking about the Saints.
Yeah. Well, the Saints are still on that path, too. But
they'll be all right. Drew Brees will bring him back.
All right. Vader says he can't see the Jaguars winning on the road. Brain fart. Yes, that happens when talking about the Jaguars and Titans.
Aries Falcons chimed in on his matchup.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
He's talking about the wide receiver, Julio Jones.
Well, of course.
He says, I think another wide receiver will step up this week for us. So he's not talking about Julio.
Sorry, Aaron. He's a Titans fan. Wait, no. Jaguars.
See? Doesn't matter? I mean, really, doesn't matter?
Sorry, I'm just in both teams at the same time. That takes skill.
Cold-blooded.
All right, so it looks like everyone's going Raiders. Oh, y'all are on this Raiders train now. Thanks for joining me 3 weeks later. Okay, next up.
What do we got next?
Aries Falcon said he's going with the Bucks.
Bucks Panthers division matchup.
I kind of like that upset.
Ooh, I want to watch this game. I really do.
Is the game on? The other game? No, it starts at 5:30, right? Okay.
We got 12 minutes or 22 minutes. Panthers Bucks. I really like this matchup. I think it's going to be something to watch for a couple of years with Cam Newton, the Panthers, and Jameis Winston in the Bucks. I mean, they could be going at it once Winston kind of gets his NFL legs under him.
I kind of want to pick the Bucks too. Can we look at some numbers?
Yeah.
Can we look at some numbers, please? To my stats guy, do a little nerding, please.
Nerds.
Okay.
They both have terrible passing offenses, 26 and 28.
Oh dang, the Bucks haven't beaten the Panthers in a minute.
So offense, Panthers are 16, Bucks are 26. Defense, Panthers are 7, and then they just added Jared Allen, and the Bucks are 15. So we're getting, this is 3 weeks of data, so we'll probably start to see some trends. It might be a little bit, off by one big game here or there, but I think clearly the Panthers are the better team. They're 3-0. The Bucks are 2-1, 1-2. But it's a division game. They know each other well. Who knows? Any given Sunday, I'm picking the Bucks. I got a feeling. I don't know why.
I'm
no explanation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing the same thing. Just keeping it funky. Mark Vader's picking the Bears, by the way, to win.
Wow.
Oh, all right, Rebel.
Well, you should put that in your easy pick'em so we believe you.
Exactly. Seal it in
Commit
stone,
to that.
man.
Commit to it.
And you guys better commit to your picks before 20 minutes hits because.
Well, it's just 20 minutes for that one game.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's what I love.
You can change your picks.
You can change your picks up to game time, whatever game it is. So, what I hate about the other. Okay, I'm just gonna rant on the other. Freaking
rant it out.
Yahoo or whatever pick'em leagues. It's like, dude, Thursday night would always screw me up. If I don't get all my picks in before Thursday, then I'm screwed out of all the matchups, even though they don't play until Sunday. Like, I don't mind missing one game because I forgot, but at least give me till Sunday, man. Like, that just pisses me off. So that's what I love about this, and that's why, that's why we dabbling. That's why we do it. And now, enough of that little rant. Back to picks. Browns.
Chargers. In
San Diego. We should have told Mark Sessler we should go to the game. I think I want to go Chargers.
Storm. Shout out to the Quiet Storm.
I think I'm going to go Chargers. I'm going Chargers. Screw it. I'm doing it.
See that? What are you feeling? What's going on?
I'm not confident in the Browns right now.
Yeah.
And the Chargers. What's their record right now?
The Chargers. Let's see. I know they've had some struggles here.
Down there. Click on them. All right. So they're 1-2. So matching records, but I mean, look at those numbers. They're just like lopsided. And Browns are on the road.
Still the Browns.
I'm just feeling the Chargers more. Sorry, Sessler. I'm having a Sessler about your Browns, and they're not going to win.
I think this is totally a game that Cleveland can take. I think the Chargers are one of those teams that they shoot themselves in the foot. They play up and down to teams, kind of like the Eagles. And I think the Browns, they could bring pressure on Phillip Rivers, throw him off his game. I think their corners can run with their receivers. This is one game that the Browns could totally take. I don't know that I'm going to take them, though.
A lot of people are picking Browns. Yeezus, Thomas. IR
You know,
hungry.
I would pick the
went
Browns
for
at
Chargers.
Jonathan Manziel starting.
Ah.
Is Jonathan Manziel starting?
So Trey Waddle wants to know what app is that. The app is Easy Pick'em. It's only for iPhone right now. Sorry if you're a non-iPhoner. But the link's in the description. So it'll say in the description under this video, it has Easy Pick'em, and right next to it is a link. And that'll take you to the App Store where you can download for free, gratis. And then Thomas Serrano wants to know, do you see Bradford having a breakout game against the Redskins and your score for that game? I don't like doing scores really because I feel like I'm just throwing out numbers. Like the Eagles will win, the other team will lose, and just like, all right, I'll give them a 10-point difference or whatever, you know. But I do think Sam Bradford is going to have a breakout game. I do. And
Really?
I think it's time. And a team like the Redskins is a perfect opponent for that. And I think, well, here's what I think. I don't think he's going to be like super crazy going off, but he's going to, those 2 catches that were dropped last week and those 2 like missed throws that were almost interceptions last week, I think we're going to flip it to the positive on both sides of those, and that changes the entire game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what's going to happen. Those subtle things, they're going to flip the switch and be positive, and they'll be executed properly as opposed to being in your hands and just, oh no.
Well, I think going up against the Jets defense and winning that game is going to build a lot of confidence for that offense. We had a 100-yard rusher, and Bradford was able to move the ball, you know, a little bit. So, you know, they could be building on that. I respect the Redskins' defense. Sorry, the Washington football team's defense.
Oh, beep! I need a censor. Beep! Trey Waddle says, screw stats.
Hey,
I like that.
Too. But yeah, I just think I respect their defense, and I don't think it's it could happen, but I don't think it's the right game that Bradford will really be able to take the top off.
All right, next matchup: Packers,
Niners. Oh my God!
Another blowout game.
Another
40+ points.
Well, the Niners have allowed 40 points the last 2 weeks against the Steelers.
Yeah, this is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not even. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Niners fans.
And you can switch your picks if you want.
Keep complaining about the sun.
I know, dude.
Did you guys hear about that? There was something on the news where Niners fans were complaining about selling their tickets because there's too much sun at Levi Stadium. You're in California. There's a lot of sun in California.
Always sun. Always.
So you can tell who the bandwagon fans are and the hardcore fans. Shout out to the hardcore Niners fans. I know you're out there, but all the rest of you fair weather fans, sell your tickets, sell your gear, go become a Raiders fan for the year. Because apparently they're winning. And we'll see you in a decade.
Dread on beat, man. Looking for peeps that was talking trash last week. You're on a mission.
Sproles won that game.
All right. Vikings, Broncos.
Ooh, this is interesting. Broncos at
home.
They're like ninja right now. Like they're like secretly 3-0. Like no one respects them, but they're 3-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
They're playing at home. You know, Mile High is always a tough place to play. Vikings, I think they're better than most people give them credit for, but
let's see what people say in the comments.
Yeah.
How you guys feeling about this matchup?
This is
Vikings, Broncos. Put your pick, and if you want to put why you're picking them, feel free. But I want to see what the average is here, because obviously everyone's going Packers for the last one. Oh, one guy, Dread on the beat, says 49ers with the upset. Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps.
So the Vikings are 2-1. They have the worst passing game in the NFL, which is kind of surprising to me because I saw Bridgewater in the offseason. I thought he was going to have a breakout year. The Vikings have the number 3 rushing offense in the league. Adrian Peterson has been getting off after week 1. Now, the interesting part is on how that matches up with the Broncos, because the Broncos have the number 1 defense.
Wow.
The Denver Broncos have the #1 defense in the league.
Second to last offense in rushing. That's crazy.
And second to last rushing offense. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Really interesting.
#1 defense versus top rushing. You know what? I'm going to go with the home team here.
I'm struggling with this one, but yeah.
I'm going home. See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, next up.
Cardinals.
The team
Rams.
I love to hate versus the quarterback I used to love. Dude, sorry, Foles. Y'all couldn't beat him when you were with the Eagles, and you won't beat him now that you're with the Rams.
The Cardinals are hot.
Too hot to deny. Too hot to deny.
I could totally see the Rams winning this. The Rams beat the Seahawks. You know what I mean?
But it's in Arizona.
Yeah, but
it's just like they could do it if it was in St. Louis.
I don't know. I don't think Arizona's the Eagles always lose in Arizona because they travel from the East Coast to the West Coast. I don't think it's that big of a home field advantage for the Rams against the Rams. I don't know.
Well, so for the last pick,
I'm picking the Rams. Picking the Rams.
Picking the Rams. Oh, he's going with the upset. All right, you heard it here. You heard it here. So for the last pick, so since we're on a 30-second delay, now we're just seeing your picks for the Vikings Broncos, and it looks like a majority Broncos. There's 2 for Vikings. Oh no, there's 3 for Vikings. Vikings have their good days, but never mind. But at Denver they won't. Vikings do not win in Mile High. Okay, yeah, it looks like, except for 2 bold predictions. Waddle. I think you were trying to tell me how to say it, and I forgot already.
Probably not Waddle.
So Dread on Beat says Rams always play the divisions tough, and that's true. But
Waddell.
Trey
Waddell.
Show my Cardinals some love, Lame Brown. I just did. Seriously, it takes all of my energy.
Lame Brown? Is that how you say his name?
That's how I say it.
LMN?
Hey, unless he corrects me, that's how it's going.
Layman Brown?
Jonathan Gurman. So everyone's going Cardinals. Well, actually, Terrell Scott and...
There you go, Terrell.
Dread on Beat are going...
You're a smart man, Terrell.
All right, you got some peeps on your side, but more people are on my side.
Rams.
All right, so let me unlock my phone because I've been talking too long without checking my phone. All right, next up, another team I love to hate versus another team that I enjoy.
And this is the Sunday night game, folks.
This is the Sunday night game?
Yep.
Dang.
So we need a news update here on Drew Brees.
Oh, yeah, is he playing?
Tony Romo should still be out. But this would be interesting, the TV execs out there like, oh yeah, Drew Brees, Tony Romo, great Sunday night game. They're both injured, probably. Even if Drew Brees is playing, he's coming right off of that shoulder injury. So I'm loading up this thing.
If Drew Brees is playing, I'll give him a chance. If not, they're screwed. I mean, despite the injuries on the Cowboys, they're still playing tough. I witnessed it.
Brees,
but
I plan and expect to start on Sunday.
Okay, Brees, we're gonna give you your first win. Welcome back.
It doesn't mean you will, but players always think.
I cannot swipe the Cowboys, so that's why I just did
that. You're contractually obligated not to swipe.
Yes. It is against the oath that I've signed, that I made.
The last game between the two was a shootout.
I know the Saints are horrible. I know they are. They have no defense, and now they don't have an offense. But you know what? I'm going to give them a chance. Oh, gosh.
What's next?
Right. Dang it. Should I switch? I can't be that biased.
Do what
you know what?
Mind.
I'm going to go back to the matchup. And here's what I'm going to do.
You're going to switch it? Oh!
Wait, my nails get in the way. My nails. Look at these nails. They're too long. So I'm going to hold up. I got to do it sideways. What the frick?
It's a man's job.
There we go. That was tough, guys. That took a lot of work. Maybe it was a sign I shouldn't have done.
Oh, maybe it was.
I feel
Now
so,
it's too late.
I
Now
feel
you're
so dirty.
You're making the Cowboys win. Could you? You can go take a shower.
Oh, I know. I need to hop in that chlorine pool. Okay. So now we're on. What's the matchup?
You heard it here first, folks. Philadelphia picked the Dallas Cowboys to win.
Oh God, I'm gonna switch that before Sunday. Watch.
7 minutes to game time, folks.
Oh snaps! Okay, let's hurry up with these Seahawks Lions. I'm going Seahawks. Seahawks are hosting.
Yeah.
The Lions. Oh, and that's it. That's the last game.
That's it. What's your score for that game?
I'll go 17 Lions.
42-27.
Done. See, I always make it like a 10-point game. That's why I hate making predictions.
Did you save it?
Look. I didn't. Oh. Boom. There you go.
All right. Those are Philadelphia's picks for week 4 NFL season.
Jonathan German, I'm probably going to switch it back. I really need to let that feeling soak in, and just like when it gets so overwhelming, I'll probably switch it again. But I'll keep you updated. Okay, I'll let you know. And I keep it real, keep it honest. If it switches, then
If you want to know if she switches it, stay tuned on Twitter. She'll tweet it out at PhilaDehlia. And
dang, I want to switch back. Okay,
it's gonna be like this all weekend. So just stay tuned to Twitter. You'll know what her latest state of her picks are. Maybe I should build something into the app that'll auto tweet out when she switches it, and then you'll know exactly how she's feeling about the game. You can respond to her tweet.
All right, now I'm off to watch this game Thursday night, Ravens Steelers, and I'm gonna make some guacamole to eat while I watch. So thanks to everyone that shared their picks and that joined us on the stream. So remember, every Thursday I'm gonna do this. I'm going to live stream my picks, and it usually tends to be an hour before the game. I'm going to try and make it a little bit earlier so I'm not so crunched to till game time. And I'll try and have the link created ahead of time. But just know, every Thursday, here live streaming. And every Wednesday, here live streaming again. So Wednesday, Thursdays, lots of live stream action that y'all may not be aware of.
Live streaming too.
And Sunday's a normal. Everyone knows about Sunday live streams. So.
Wow.
All right. So that's it. Hangout Records said he missed the Pittsburgh Ravens pick. I picked Pittsburgh. You picked Ravens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're split on that. I'm going with the home team, and Michael Vick leading the team to another victory. So that's it. Thanks once again. And it's your girl Delia with PhilaDehliaEagles.com and
Madden G4D.
Signing out.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!